do. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, good. All right, hey there, FlossTube. This is Kathy, the hands-on designer, and
Bill, Mr. HOD.
okay, I was gonna call you special guest, but are you really? I mean, you'll always be special.
I was just going to say, special, okay. Drop guest.
You're special to me, but you're kind of a fixture now, so you just, you know.
I'm a fixture now, all right?
Okay, I'm
Is
stopping.
that kind of like a chair?
Okay. All right. So here we are. It's Wednesday evening. It's actually fairly early, although it feels like it's about 10 o'clock at night. Once again, we are in the kitchen having a little happy hour. What you pouring there?
It's a hazy IPA. Ska Brewing in Durango, Colorado.
Okay. And I had made myself a little Moscow Mule. And cheers. Cheers to Wednesday. It's no, it's not quarter. Is it quarter to 7? Yeah. Oh
Yes,
my!
it is.
It is quarter to 7. Okay.
A little later start than we wanted, but that's okay.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Life, you know. The dog must be walked. Okay. Anyway, and hopefully she doesn't need to be walked in the middle of the video.
Words to live by.
Yes. So we're back in the kitchen like we were last time because, as I explained last time, it's either film FlossTube and eat dinner at 10 or eat dinner and film FlossTube at 10. And neither one of those is a good idea. So you didn't seem to mind that we were cooking and having a little cocktail through our last video. So we're doing it again. No Oprah fries this time. This time we're doing probably what's kind of become one of our go-to dinners lately. I don't know. We get on kicks. Do you get that way? You know, it's like
Non-bread pizzas.
non-bread pizzas. So it's kind of the recipe actually called it a white mushroom pizza, which I don't know. The mushrooms are not white; they're just mushrooms, and I don't know. They're just mushrooms. They're not a special type of mushroom. Sorry. Okay. Bloop. Okay. Try that again.
It's all good.
But anyway, it's because, well, you'll see. We'll put them together because it's going to be our dinner tonight. So, yay! But they're very tasty, and I don't even really follow the recipe anymore because it's just that easy.
Just put it together.
So, not a great cook here. So if I can do it, you can definitely do it. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair. I just had the gray covered today, so I sort of feel like I'm, you know, when you come from the hair, I'm not even going to go there. Sorry. You know when your hairstylist does your hair and you're like, yeah, I don't wear it that way. Anyway, so I went there anyway. Anyway, so
I don't have that problem.
So, do you want to get chopping?
Sure thing.
Okay, so you're going to start by chopping the mushrooms and the onions, and we just are using Baby Bella mushrooms. Just nothing fancy, just your regular old mushrooms. I like a sweet onion. We usually do a Vidalia or a sweet, whatever. So chop that, and I'll get talking about what else is going on in the world of hands-on design. Let's see, what have we been doing lately? I did make a list, because obviously we did not practice this at all. Okay, so, number one, I do want to say a big thank you to Nancy Waller from The Counted Thread. She and FaithWorks Designs. She used to, some of you may know her as FaithWorks Designs, and she runs, runs a camp called Camp Stitchmore. And this year, of course, like many stitching retreats, it had to go virtual, and we had been talking about this forever. I wasn't going to go there, but she wanted my trunk show, and so I kind of thought most of my trunk shows have just, you know, gone by the wayside this year. And so she said, would you send me the trunk show anyway? We'll do it virtually. And then at the last minute, she sent me an invitation to the Zoom party, to the Zoom stitch-in. And I don't know, I think we were heading out of town, and we were going to see our son in Des Moines, and I got the invitation, and I don't know, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I mean, I was nervous because I'm like, I'm just jumping into the middle of their retreat, you know, and are they gonna be like, who's that?
Yeah.
So I didn't even tell Nancy that I was, because she said, well, if you're too busy, I understand, you know, whatever. So I'm like, I'm just gonna dial in and see what happens. And it was so funny because they were all like, it was the funniest.
Turned out pretty well.
I had so much fun. I think I spent like 45 minutes on there. Everybody showed me their projects, what they were working on. She had done a really good job of coming up with, because Nancy's a designer, we have a lot in common. We both like, you know, design focused stitches, finished focused designs. And so she had come up with all these really great projects for them, and she mailed them all out, and there were people from East Coast, West Coast, North, South. It was a lot of fun. So, did we miss something?
No.
I felt like when we were prepping for this, I felt like we were for a cooking show, like, you know, like what I imagine a cooking show might be. But anyway, so I want to say thank you again for Camp Stitch More and all the ladies and gentlemen that were stitching. That made me feel so very welcome. That really just made my day. Everybody stopped what they were stitching and showed it to me, and they showed me their progress on their class projects, and it was a lot of fun. To me, that's what, I don't know, that's what having, you know, sisters and brothers and stitching is all about. So, am I gonna be alone on camera here or what?
No.
Okay.
I gotta have to wash the mushrooms off.
Wash the produce. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get going. That was number one. Oh, I did want to also just kind of mention briefly, if you saw, was it last week I did all the flamingo posts? Mm-hmm. Okay, we had another funny go round with flamingos. The folks at Zappy Dots have been kind of rolling out some new product lines, and they made a Zappy Dot based on my flamingos, the Christmas ornament flamingos, the flamboyance holiday. Boy, I am just not talking well tonight. Anyway, so they've been doing the neck gaiters. They call them Zappy bands. You know, you can pull it up and protect yourself. I know some people have been wearing them for like a face mask, but given this time of year where we are, it's more for warmth.
Walking the dog.
Exactly. So they took my, I did a digitized version of the artwork, and then they worked with it, like all the colors and everything. And so we came up with a Zappy flamingo neck gaiter, and then we also did a scarf. And I was actually talking to them last year at market about the scarf, because I wear a lot of scarves. And so they thought that might be kind of fun. So we did this, but they called and said, you know, we would love to send some to the flamingos too. So here's the neck gaiter. This is the Kathy size neck gaiter. But they actually, it's the flamingos. This was for the flamingos, you know, to put over their heads. And we actually did a photo shoot in the snow outside, because we've already had snow, 2 rounds of it. It was hot today, but we've already had snow. But that's Northwest Iowa. But anyway, is this not the most hilarious thing? A flamingo, they actually called to say, could you tell us the circumference of the flamingo neck? Like, that was a serious question. So, and I had to figure that out. I'm like, come here, flamingo. And I had to tape around it, you know, put the measuring tape around it. But anyway, so it's pretty, the opposite, it's kind of got that, like the dot background, and then the wrong side is the green with the dot. Now yours won't come like this. This was the flamingo size. I don't think it's available on the website. So anyway, so they sent that, and wait a minute, where's the other? Flamingo scarves. And again, one side's the flamingo and the holiday flamingo, and then the other side is just the pretty dot. So of course, I got my neck gaiter, my Zappy band, and then they also sent me, this is the prototype. The edges of mine are not, yours will come nice and hemmed and all pretty and stuff, but this was the prototype that they sent to me for sizing and everything. So it's a very generous scarf. So if you wanted to, you know, wear it like like a shawl or something like that. I'm also, this is typically how I wear mine. I fold it over like this. And then it doesn't go with my outfit, sorry. I put one through the loop, twist the loop, and put the other end. Won't work with the neck that I have on now, but that's kind of how I wear my scarves. And it's kind of that clingy material, and I'll be honest, I was a little worried about it at first because I thought it would be hot. It's really not. I actually was, the day we did the photo shoot outside, it was windy, the flamingos were flying everywhere, and I actually put mine on, and then I realized I worked the rest of the day wearing it, and it was really comfortable. I didn't get, sweaty or hot or anything like that. So check it out on their website. These are available now. They are also doing, I don't have mine yet, but they're doing flamingo flip-flops. It's not my design, but they were at market and they found these flip-flops with the bands are flamingos with, it looks like my flamingo. It's got a little hat on and very cute, and candy canes and whatnot. So what are you doing now? You chopped the
onion and mushrooms.
Chop the onion and mushrooms, and then he's just gonna
Saute them in a pan with some olive oil and oregano.
all right, okay. So I guess I better get talking or else we're gonna need to eat here very soon.
Dinner's gonna get cold.
I know. Okay, so sorry, made a list. So anyway, there you go. That's kind of some fun new stuff that's coming out, and just maybe a catch up about like what's coming up next year. I don't know. Who knows what's coming next year? Do you know what's coming next year?
No idea.
So I do know I've been working on designs for next year.
Quite a few.
I do have some classes lined up. I've already had some pushed to the next year because, of course, just the uncertainty of whether we'll be able to meet in person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not.
Just have to be flexible.
Yeah, exactly. We're just being flexible at this point. I do know I'm working hard on new designs, new series, fun new things in 2021 because aren't we all going to have fun in 2021, right? So I do have a couple of new releases. This is the last planned new release. I say it that way because, you never know. What was I just saying about going with the flow? This is the last planned new release for 2020. You doing okay over there? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, just checking on you. So I have, the first one is Let's Talk Winter. And there's the chart. This is the second in the Chalk Talk. I don't know why I'm showing you the chart. I got the model right here. I know why I'm showing you the chart. I'll tell you that in a second. But here it is. Here's the model. This is going down as the goofiest. You gonna hold that one?
Just fine.
Yay! So again, it's got the larger sampler piece. This is stitched on 32 count slate, Fabrics by Stephanie. She does make it in Aida and other counts as well. And when it's stitched on either 16 count or 32 count over 2, it does fit into a ready-made 8x10 frame. Mm-hmm. This is the same frame, well, not the same frame, but the same frame that I did Let's Talk Autumn. So it's a DMC floss and lots of fun little motifs. We've got warm winter wishes, a fun little snowman, a blizzard, the pine trees. Pine trees, I think that's my favorite little spot. And of course, the cute little snow globe. And a cozy quilt to wrap up in. So, no, not a lot of us really want winter to come, but at least this makes it easier to handle with I just love the color palette. It's very cool. Lots of grays, whites, kind of that tealy green, and a barn red. Again, DMC. And so this is the large sampler in an 8x10. And then again, I did the smaller, it finishes 5x5. This is the pillow. When I stuff pillows, I always forget to go back and do the tape, and I've got like wool all over it because I stuffed mine with wool. But it's a smaller version of the big. I pick out several of the components, and sometimes I kind of have to rework the design to get it finished into the square. And then of course I did my same finish. I made the cute little crinkly quilt. I'll talk more about the fabrics here in a second, but I did the same thing. that I did on the Let's Talk Autumn, finished it the same way. Tutorial, same tutorial as last time. And then of course, just to add, but wait, there's more. I did the little Hello Hoop, Hello Winter, and that's finished in a 4-inch embroidery hoop. And again, I took just a couple of the snowflakes and I did them on perforated paper, the natural perforated paper. They're then backed with white wool felt and have little wire on there. And then the hoop is wrapped in fabric. And then I, of course, finished the back with a little bit of wool felt. So we've got the Hello Hoop. So there's your 3 pieces. So let's talk winter. All right, there's the frame, there's the pillow, and there's the Hello Hoop. And I gotta point this out to you. Mr. HOD pointed this out to me, right, honey?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so what would a chart be? I gotta go out with 2020 on a bang. Of course I made an error in the chart, but not an error that like is, affects the stitching or the chart or anything like that. These were actually, we had these all boxes all stacked up in the mudroom waiting to get packed into because these don't come packed like this. We do the packing. Or actually, I have friends that help me do the packing. I invite them over for dinner and then say, hey, just stick around and pack. But anyway, so the cover comes separately and then the inner sheets come collated. And there's usually a proof on the outside of the box. And Mr. HOD pointed out, he goes, I hate to tell you this, the chart is called Let's Talk Winter, not Let's Winter.
I'd rather let's summer, but that's just me.
So I told him, I'm like, I did that on purpose. So let's winter. Like you could like make up your own, put your own word in there. Like let's whisper winter or let's jazz hands winter. Let's just winter. I don't know.
Let's not winter.
Okay, there you go. Like all right. So it's all about just let's winter, okay? But it doesn't affect the chart or anything. It's just one more thing to add to the checklist when you put a chart together. So I do want to talk about the wonderful fabrics that, again, I made that fun, crinkly looking quilt. I just strip pieced this quilt, strip pieced the fabrics, and I definitely wanted a little lighter color in the fabrics, so I fussy cut a little bit more on this one. And then because I didn't want a ton of the red to show, and of course then there's that awesome grunge teal dot, and that the dot is actually kind of a little metallic, so just a little hint of a shimmer there. But I really wanted winter colors. I didn't want Christmas colors. Once again, I teamed up with the gals at Simple Stitches Fabric Shop, and I gave them the DMC colors, and I said, here's the colors, and I love the combinations that they put together. So, but I said, I kind of want to go heavy on the whites and the gray, and they sent me a good number of fat quarters to play with, and then I picked the ones, I think, how many are in this one? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 7 in there. Because I used some of the fabrics here, and then I used some of one of the fabric to cover the hoop. And then I always finish the back of my frames. That's another one of the fabrics there. So I made good use of all 7 of those fat quarters. So they, again, because a lot of people ask me, where do you get all your fabrics for finishing and everything? So Simple Stitches Fabric Shop put together this bundle. They actually put together a lot of bundles. They included some that had more gold in it, some, it's just a nice way to collect some fabrics. Yeah. And they all go together. So if you are not maybe confident enough to go to a store and say, I'll take that one, and oh, that would look good, and that would look good, and these ladies know their stuff, and they really know how to put a great color combination together. So this is the one that they're saying coordinates, like it's all the fabrics that I used in my model. They actually made I think like 4 other palette combinations that you could purchase. So go to their website. I will put a link below, Simple Stitches Fabric Shop. They are also working with me. They so graciously volunteered or offered, or okay, I asked if we could do a little, I guess you're not supposed to say giveaway, but okay, giveaway. So we're gonna do something fun with their bundle, a bundle from the Simple Stitches Fabric Shop, and then a chart from me, okay? So stay tuned till the end to find out more about that, all right? So thank you, Myra and Janet. I appreciate you working with me again on the Let's Talk Winter. This was just a fun one to put together. They're all fun to put together. This is kind of my, you know, if you ever say like, what's your aesthetic? What's your, you know, what is it you like to do? This is, that's my happy place for a design. I don't know. Until then I design the next thing. So they're all my favorite. It's like my children. Okay, so let's talk winter. The information went out to the shops this morning. It's Slate Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. It's DMC. If you're going to get enough floss to do all 3, you'll want 3 skeins of the 3865. Everything else, you should be good with 1. And then of course, order your fabric bundle if you're gonna, even if you're not gonna finish the pillow, it's a great fabric bundle to have on hand. There are so many great winter designs out there right now from a lot of designers. So it's just nice when you're in the finishing mode, if you've got the fabric on hand. So anyway, okay, one more release, but yeah, you were a little wet the whistle there. Okay, so remember when I brought out the banner and I said this was going to be a new series, but I'm calling it the occasional series.
The regular series.
The irregular. Occasional sounds so much better than irregular.
That's true statement.
Yeah. So I kind of said when I felt inspired by something, then I would design it. And I'm really loving some of the neat color combinations, you know, like that were in this. And the color was definitely at the core of this design. It's called Snow Much Fun. And I haven't had a chance to put too many of the photos out there on social media. Some of the shops are. But here you go. So we got Snow Much Fun. So we have skiing, skating, and sledding. I said those were the S's of winter, and I left out the bad one.
Yes, that's the 4-letter word.
The 4-letter word. This uses the, it's on 32 count antique white, Belfast. So you could do 32 count or you could do 16 count. There's other colors that would be lovely with this. I just wanted something very snowy looking. Because you can of course see that I made my snowflakes, that awesome tealy blue. The color palette is again from Color and Cotton, hand dyed. Yes, I do give DMC substitutions inside the chart. It's that number in parentheses behind the written color, the Color and Cotton color. And look at those mittens at the top. Okay, I'm gonna give a little shout out here. My friend Tracy Horner's mom, Cindy, well, Tracy knits as well, and she's a beautiful knitter. But her mom knits the coolest mittens with in tarja type knit patterns and
Scandinavian.
Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. And she had them one year at market, and I just remember looking at them going, I knit, but that is not something I could do. So I kind of channeled my inner Tracy's mom, and her name's Cindy. See, I put a lot of little detail into each mitten is different. Every mitten has a slightly different pattern. Lots of little extra back stitching. So just have fun with them. They do get, I will admit when I was cross-stitching them, I was like, why did I make these all different? But they add so much to the design. And I just love the color combination. So a lot of, like, right now when I work with Angela, I kind of give her like an idea of what I'm looking for in colors, and she sends me kind of a palette, and then I get to kind of pick and choose from there. So it's a lot of fun for me to do this. Again, finishing instructions are, it's a page it's on my website, but the link to it, you won't find it just by, here, you want to hold? You won't find it by just going to my website. You have to have the pattern to get the link to it. I do that because it's a very long tutorial, but it's step-by-step instructions. And I've had a lot of people come back and say, not a problem, I was worried about this, but thank you for your detailed instructions, pictures, everything.
I've seen a lot of cool finishes
I
with it.
know. There have been a lot of people on the Facebook group, Hands-On Design Stitchers Facebook group on Facebook, posting their finishes, and I'm so happy to see people to see people finishing, not only stitching but finishing. I love my skates. Those were kind of cool. I just have to tell you, of all of these sports, because they're just such fun, happy sports, the only one I ever really participated in was sledding. I have no natural balance. You are good. You ski, you skate.
I used to ski and I used to skate.
Okay.
Probably not so much of a good idea right now.
I used to sled too.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in years. I think since the kids were little. But yeah, just fun colors. And Lois from Lady Dot dyed this rickrack. And it's just the coolest blue, tealy blue. It makes me it's just such a fun color palette.
And the name is great.
The name is called Flaky. I'm kind of thinking she was making a statement about me. I'm not exactly sure. She's probably not talking.
I did not discuss that with Lois at all.
Sure, okay. Then the fabric is, do you want to show the fabric? It's a grunge, it's a basic gray, is the fabric designer, it's through Moda, it's a grunge dot. I did post the color number in an earlier social media post. I will try to make sure to put it in the comment section below as well. So just a fun finish. And this time, instead, like the last one, I had 3 ribbons. This one I felt like I just did, you want to show one of the ribbons up close? I just did one ribbon. It's a slightly thicker. It's actually wired. It sort of has a linen look to it. But I just love the little dot. It just sort of went with the dotted fabrics. It looked like snow. It just worked, you know? So snow much fun. All right, second in the banner series. You know, my goal with this is that you should be able to have a banner hanging in your house all the time. Just from sometimes, like the last one was Ghosties and Gourds, so that was Halloween. This is winter, so it can stay. And as I add, you know, I just keep adding time period that you can have a banner up. So one of the places I like to put a banner is right above my stove right there. I don't have the Ghosties and Gourds up because it was gone on the trunk show, so which should be coming back home tomorrow. So yay! Anyway, so both of these are heading. Shops are taking pre-orders now. This is what your chart looks like, and I did get the title right on that one. Anyway, but so shops are taking a lot are taking pre-orders now. Remember, I do keep a list of shops on my website. Please support those shops. There's both local and online. And really, something I want to say about shops is just because there might be a local does mean that they will also, I mean, many of them do have an online presence, and so many of them are mailing, you know, they're kind of used to it now.
They're pretty good at shipping now.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of practice over the last 6 months.
Yes, they have. So that's the new releases. And so shops are taking pre-orders now. These will start shipping a week from tomorrow. So I think it's the 12th.
Yes.
Okay, we're both
sorry, math. Yes. Long day.
Dates,
Let's
math.
do math.
No, let's not. But no, they'll start shipping a week from tomorrow. So they'll get their orders into us, and it usually takes us a couple days. We get everything packed up, ship it on out, and then it should start appearing at your shop. So yay! And don't forget, we do have a Stitch-Along group, a Facebook group. It's HOD #Chalk Talk Stitch-Along. That's a mouthful. Again, I will put a notice in the comments below. Please join us. I do get people asking, what other color would you stitch this on? Well, I mean, I don't know what your preference is. I really do suggest you join the group.
If you look through the group, there are a lot of examples of what different stitchers have stitched, and you see it and it's like, wow.
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing.
It is. Not just in like what they maybe the way they changed and didn't do it on a chalky type fabric, but also their finishes are just incredible. So definitely come join the fun. And let's see. So yes, we do have a Stitch-Along group for this. I don't have a Stitch-Along group going for this. However, you see a lot. There's just the regular old group, the Hands-On Design Stitchers group. So come join there too, because you get a lot of crossover there as far as like ideas and finishes. And gonna give a shout out to my girl Lee Hofstetter. You know, I always think I teased her one time when I met her. I said, I think WWLD. What would Lee do? Love you, Lee. Okay, so right now I'm sure she's at home going, she mentioned me. Yes, I did. Anyway, so talking about dinner here. Okay, so we got these little non-bread. Do you say it that way?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's NAAN, and they're just little breads like this. And then brush it with some olive oil. Is that what you're doing now? I don't know. Are we going to lower the camera? No.
I'm gonna hold it up. There you go.
Okay, oh, I'm holding it up. Okay, so, woohoo, we're gonna just brush a little bit of olive oil on it. You're gonna do the other one. And he's already diced up, how many mushrooms do you think?
Probably 5.
5, ooh, lots of, mushroom heavy tonight. Okay, all right. And then okay, it's strange as it may seem, I usually always have these ingredients in the house. Just, it makes a very, very quick dinner. And I use the, like the ricotta cheese, comes like that. And then I just take as my mother would always call it, a spatula. And then I put some on top. I just sort of, I don't overload it. I don't like it. It's gonna have a couple layers of cheese. So I'm just using that to put on top. Sorry, I should be probably showing it. But so that's kind of what it looks like. It looks like I covered it in cream cheese or something. I'll do this other one really quickly. Yum. It honestly takes probably about the amount of time, especially when we work together on it, that like, you know, doing a frozen pizza or something like that. And this is so much better for you. Not that we don't like our frozen pizza.
They have their place, let me tell you.
Yeah, but anyway.
Okay.
So that's probably good. And then I like, use the mozzarella cheese, and I actually prefer using the slices over the shredded. I don't know, I feel like it melts a little bit better. And I get the slim cut. And it's kind of funny because I don't know why I use the slim cut, because I use a lot of cheese. And I just, again, I don't know why I do it. I just tend to rip them. Because I'm a hands-on person, I have to cook with my hands. And I just cover it. I'm not gonna do that one that way. I'll show them this one. And I just cover it. If I do this one, there's paper in between. Take the paper out. Just, a little helpful hand.
All right, how many people out there have cooked the frozen pizza, with the cardboard on the bottom?
Oops.
Yeah.
All I can say is,
it does happen.
Tastes like cardboard. Okay. I'll give you a little. Okay, so like I said, I kind of like to, I rip it up a little bit, and then I just cover the pizza, cover the cheese, and I need a spoon. Thank you. And then he's got all these wonderful mushrooms and onions that have been sauteed just till they're just tender. And then I put those on top. What did you put the oven at?
400.
400. All right.
That seems like the standard
Pizza setting.
temperature. 400 degrees.
Sometimes it's 450 though, you never know. All right, am I doing this? I'm trying to go fast, so.
You're good. You always build them, so.
It's a joint effort, babe. I'm gonna say I'm very, very lucky because the majority of the cooking gets done by, okay, I used it all. Good, I'm out there. So, you wanna hold it up? And that's kind of what they look like. Ta-da! You wanna put them in?
Do you want to wait a few minutes? Or?
No, because they take about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll shut off the camera if I'm done. I'm all talked out.
Okay.
All right. So, should we have one more cheers? Cheers to dinner. Cheers to hanging with us through the through this kind of crazy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you for the reminder.
Don't forget that one.
That would be bad. But no, I was gonna say thanks for sticking with us through this kind of crazy show. We don't really practice these. And I don't do it often enough to feel like I'm, whatever. So, thanks. But no, I do appreciate when you take the time to watch, take the time to comment. I love your comments, and the fact that you take the time to sit and, bring us into your home. It is never, ever, ever, ever gonna get old to me that you take the time to buy one of my designs, and not only take the time to buy it, but stitch it and finish it and enjoy it in your house. That is just, to me, one of the coolest things ever. So I appreciate that. And again, I worked with the ladies at Simple Stitches Fabric Shop. They're an online shop. They're out of Utah. So go check out their website for the fabric bundles that coordinate with my Let's Talk Winter. So we're gonna do a little, okay, I'm gonna say giveaway, but what should we have them? Oh, I got an idea. Okay, so we're gonna make this super easy. Make sure that you like, at least on social media like Instagram, like my Instagram page, like Simple Stitches Instagram page. I will check. And the chart will come from me. The fabric bundle will come from Simple Stitches. And we'll do the drawing, Sunday night?
Sunday.
That sounds like a good idea, because this will get uploaded Thursday morning. So we're gonna do a little play on my goof.
Oh.
The Let's Winter. Would you put in the middle of Let's keep it nice?
Yeah. We don't need anything taken down.
Yeah, I don't need like the SEC after me or anything. Not the SEC. Who? SEC? I don't know. It sounded right.
The internet cops.
Yes. So would you let's whisper winter or let's skip winter?
That's the winner right there.
Yeah. So let us know what you would, instead of let's talk winter, how you would finish my little title there. And at this point, I'm not even correcting that in reprints because it's just going to stay that way. But anyway, so that's what I want you to do. I want you to tell us, let's winter, and like our page, like Simple Stitches, and we'll do random number generator on Sunday evening, and I will get a hold of the winner, and I think I'm gonna give you sometimes I've had people that have never claimed, so I don't know, I'm gonna give you a week to respond, and then we'll move on to somebody else. That's the fair thing to do. Oh, there's Miss Daisy. You gonna come say hi? Come say hi.
Oh. Hi, everybody.
She's very camera shy now. But anyway, so thank you for spending time with us. Dinner is starting to smell really good. I was gonna say, if you want the recipe, I don't know. I just think I pretty much explained it.
Yes.
It's not really hard. Anyway, so we hope everybody's doing well. We probably won't get another one of these until maybe after Thanksgiving. So have a happy one. Hope you're able to get together with.
Spend it how you can.
Spend it how you can. I like that. So I knew I kept you around for a reason.
It's a tough crowd tonight.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So in the meantime, enjoy the stitch. Contact your shop. Tell us how you'd winter, and make sure you pre-order your charts and order your fabric bundles. Bye.